What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be doing some mock draft simulators for the Dolphins now that our picks have changed, like I said I would. But before we get into that, I do want to kind of go over the changes because it was a little crazy. I was following it pretty well until, like, with the initial trade with the 49ers, but the Eagles made things kind of weird. Overall, I think the trade was good. We're getting a lot of future picks. I think our draft order has gotten slightly worse for this year, but it is what it is. So I've got this article right here by Dolphins Wire was posted on March 21st, so 5 days ago, so obviously just before the trades. And this is Tankathon with our current draft order. So we're going to kind of look at the differences. Now, this isn't taking into account future picks because that is obviously better now. Unfortunately, the third round pick that we got throughout all this is for 2022. I was misled about that. I thought the third round pick we were getting from the Eagles was for this year, the compensatory pick, but apparently it's not. So, our third round pick turns into a third overall pick turns into a sixth overall pick. Number 18 stays the same. 36 and 50 both stay the same. 81 becomes 82, I guess. We just straight up lose our fourth round pick. We now have a fifth round pick, which we didn't have. We still don't have a sixth, and we still have the same 2 sevenths. So, yeah, our picks for the 2021 NFL Draft have gotten a little worse. Slightly. Our fourth round pick turns into a fifth, and our third overall pick turns into a sixth overall. So, overall, it did go down. So, that part kind of sucks. I wouldn't be completely shocked if we're not done trading. I mean, we have now additional picks to potentially make some moves, like more picks from last year. So we'll kind of see how things go. But for now, we'll go ahead and get into these mock draft sims. I don't think I've even done one since we had this Kansas City pick in the 7th round. We'll do some 7-rounders. I don't know how many I'm going to do. Probably at least more than one. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, all quarterbacks. See, this is completely ideal. You want 4 quarterbacks off the board. That is exactly what we want. I'm not trading back. I'm taking my picks right now. Also, one thing I wanted to mention, too, the fact that we did trade back up to 6, we gave up one of the first-round picks that we got from the Niners to Philly to do it. So this implies to me that we wanted to trade back. We wanted to, get as many picks as we could, but we also didn't want to miss out on the top talent. So this probably means that the Dolphins have someone very specific in mind on offense. I think it is an offensive player. I think that's obvious. If I had to guess, it's got to be they're hoping for Sewell to fall, or they either want Slater, Kyle Pitts, or one of the 3 receivers, if I had to guess. Personally, my opinion has not changed. I like Kyle Pitts a lot. And here's the thing. Any of those players, I'm not going to be mad if we take them. I will not be mad. All 3 of these receivers are really good. I don't really want Jamar Chase. I would be a little bit more upset if we take him. But if we have Waddle, Smith, Pitts, Slater, or Sewell, I'm totally okay with any of those picks. I'm going to take Slater, though. The reason I want to take Slater is because I think that receiver is something you can go get later. They won't be as elite as these guys. They're not. They're not as elite. But at least they're there. Where tackle falls off hard after Slater. I don't feel that good about any of these guys starting day one. I like Tevin Jenkins pretty well. He would be my next closest. But it is a pretty big drop-off, and if you miss out on Tevin Jenkins too, you're really in some deep shit. Where with receiver, there's plenty of guys you can go get later. In tight end, Kyle Pitts, typically the tight ends don't go that high, but it is tough because he is like an amazing talent. But I don't know. I think passing up on Rashawn Slater is something I just can't do. But I wouldn't be mad if we took Kyle Pitts. Because I would be lying if I said I couldn't come up with a good game plan with Kyle Pitts. See, 12 for Carolina, that's good value right there. Interesting. So the Eagles traded that. Oh, God, this is so confusing. No. Hang on. Who did the Eagles take? They took Devontae Smith? That's interesting. So, and here's the thing. If by some miracle Kyle Pitts does fall to 18, I am sprinting to the board to take Jalen Waddle right now. That's not gonna. You know what? Let me not say it's not gonna happen because weird shit happens every year in the draft. So it's not impossible, but I don't see Jalen Waddle being there. By the way, I am now starting to lean toward Jalen Waddle being my number one receiver. I am not certain about that yet, but I'm leaning that way. By the way, I ordinarily would take edge rusher, but if any of the three top receivers is still there at 18 or Kyle Pitts, I'm running to the board to take any of them. I'll get edge later. I'll get him with our first pick in the... Ooh, Creed Humphrey's off the board. Center. Okay. Yeah, because see, receiver does start to fall off here, but I don't think that Tevin Jenkins is still going to be there in the second round because even bad tackles get taken earlier than that. Let's look at edge rusher. So edge rusher does kind of fall off a little bit too. I am going to take Jalen Phillips. I know the injury concern is a big thing, but the upside of him being able to play is just too high. He's a fantastic talent. Talent-wise, he's probably my favorite edge rusher in this entire class. It's just whether or not he's going to be healthy. By the way, I just watched Aaron Robinson yesterday. He's pretty cool. He's a pretty good player. Running to the board to take Landon Dickerson. I'm liking this draft so far. We haven't really been able to address running back, but I'm not as concerned with it as I once was. I want to take one at some point, but if we miss out on the guys I really like, it's okay. Eskridge is gone. That's very possible. He's really gonna climb. Just kind of taking a look. Dylan Radoon's still available? I doubt it. I don't like Dylan Moses at all. Kelvin Joseph. I wish we needed corner. Well, I don't. Let me not say I wish we needed corner because that's not correct. But ooh. So we got our receiver and we got our tackle. We got our edge. So we got all of our big needs. There's no running back I would take right here. At this point, I'm probably looking at day 3 to take a running back. Which I'm kind of thinking that already because we did already kind of get a power back for this year. Now I just kind of want someone for depth. But now, honestly, our Darius Washington's looking pretty good. Yeah. Because now we have our big needs addressed. So now we can go for the luxury things. And we don't necessarily need a nose tackle anymore either. So That's good. Peyton Turner's still there. Nah, he just went. I could see him going at the end of the third. I think he could go earlier than that, though. Yeah, we no longer have a 4th-round pick, which does suck. It really does. There's still a lot of guys I like on here. So there's still something there at running back that I'm kind of peeping right now. Dope. Not even thinking about it. Kylan Hill. Sprinting to the board to take him. In the 5th round, Kylan Hill, absolutely. He's my number 5 overall running back. Yeah, I would sprint to the board to take him. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we took running back. We took a safety in the 3rd. Darius Washington, who I feel really good about. We got our center in Landon Dickerson. We got our edge. We got our receiver. And we got our tackle. We have all the actual needs we had. So now we can just go for some depth in the 7th round. We don't need a backup quarterback anymore, so now we can just kind of take best player available. We don't really have to play like position game, which is nice. A receiver would be good. We already got a running back, so I'm not worried about that. Ooh. I'm seeing something right now that I'm liking. If he's still there in the 7th round, it's another one I'm sprinting to the board to go grab. Not going to say it yet. Because I really like him. Come on. We don't have too much further to go. Ooh. Dope. Dez Fitzpatrick. I really like him. He's not that athletically gifted, but he's a pretty damn good route runner. Very underrated. Now for our other 7th round pick, I have no idea who I want. I'm just going to go to all and then find best available. Okay. Wide receiver. No. Shane Buechele, I like. Defense. Edge. Corner. Safety. With almost the last pick in the draft, Paris Ford is interesting. D-tackle. A lot of these guys we can just go grab as priority free agents. So what you want here, with these like super late 7th round picks, what you want to do is find the guys that you want locked up for 4 years rather than 3. That's really what it is. and one that you can just get right now and they won't get a chance to test. Shane Buechele is interesting. You know what? Yeah. Because we've only got a backup quarterback for another year. Felipe Franks was there too. So Rashawn Slater, Jalen Waddle, Jalen Phillips, Landon Dickerson, Ardarius Swap. This is a pretty damn good class. I'm not mad at this at all. I do want to do another one. How long have we been recording so far? Oh yeah, only 15 minutes. Let's go. Do some more 7-rounders. Okay, that's good. Oh, my bad. I forgot to select the Dolphins on that one. So it was all just going to be randomly simulated. All right, so we got the situation we want. 4 quarterbacks going early. That's pretty ideal. Again, nothing changes here. Rashawn Slater is my pick. Again, I wouldn't be upset about any of them. About any of the people I talked about earlier. But that is my pick. No. Well, I should have done that one. I should have accepted the Washington one to just move up one. So let's see all what's available. No receivers that I really want. I got Slater. Elijah Vera Tucker's interesting. Edge. Ooh, I pretty much have my pick of edge rushers. So, receiver, I'm not really wanting to take any of these guys right now. Rashad Bateman's gone. If Rashad Bateman is there at 18, that is an interesting decision that I might make. I might actually take him, but since he's not there, I think I am going to go edge. I didn't really want Aziz. I'm going to go... I'll go with Kwity Paye. Because he doesn't have the injury scare. I do think that Jalen Phillips is the better player, but the injuries do scare me. Interesting that Creed Humphrey is looking like a first-round pick in their eyes now. That wasn't the case before. That's interesting. Okay. So, let's take a look at receiver. No. We have our edge rusher. We do need to get a center at some point. I think we can probably wait until 50. Richie Grant is still on the board. That's pretty promising. We do need to address receiver at some point. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, the Nick Bolton is fun. But I think I'm going to run to the board and go take Richie Grant. And plug him in at free safety right now. Nope. Not moving. Center. Landon Dickerson. Now, it is possible that taking Landon Dickerson or Creed Humphrey, if they're both available with this pick, might make sense. Because if we miss on those two, center gets real shaky. So that could make some sense. I do probably want to go receiver next. But of course, that depends on who's available. Eskridge is gone. Interesting. I have my board here. This isn't official yet, but let me take a look. Jalen Darden would be my next one. He would be a third-round pick for me. Okay. So the value makes sense. So we'll take Jalen Darden from North Texas. That position ranking isn't official yet. Let me actually... I don't know, because I feel like I can probably get him later. Michael Carter's still there. I haven't gotten running back. Yeah, I'm going to take Michael Carter here. I know he's not the power back we want, but we have a power back now, so I don't know if we necessarily need one, and I think that Michael Carter is absolutely amazing. I should have taken the receiver there. I forgot we no longer have a fourth-round pick. But take a receiver with the fifth. I think the first draft was better. But also less likely to really happen that way. Jalen Waddle falling to 18 is pretty crazy. I'm going to try with this next one. I'm going to try taking a receiver first and see where that gets me. So there's still some guys here. Value-wise, Sage Surratt would be my next, but I don't really like the type of receiver he is. At this point, I feel like we have to get Dez Fitzpatrick because we can't just miss out on getting another route-running receiver. And then we can just go best available from here. This one's going to kind of suck. I'll probably do one more because I'm getting pretty hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to make for dinner. Am I not allowed to make dinner? I'm hearing sirens. Let's go ahead and do this. Elijah Mitchell just went. Wasn't really thinking of taking him, but maybe I'll try taking Kyle Pitts. See how that goes. I got some jelly beans next to me. I'm eating like 5 jelly beans today. For a fat man, that's pretty crazy. Okay. So, Shane Buechele's gone now. That's interesting. Linebacker. I'll take Tyler Vaughns, I guess. Just to add a little bit of extra depth at receiver. But I think next time I'm either going to take either a receiver or Kyle Pitts. Probably a receiver. Probably Jalen Waddle. Because I am leaning toward him being my number one. The more thought I put into it. You know what? I'll take Tadaro Slayton. I think he has enough upside if we move him to 3 tech that, he might be able to improve. If not, we'll just cut him. Do one more. 7th round, Dolphins. Let's take a receiver first. See what happens. Cool. We got exactly what we wanted. No. Receiver Jalen Waddle. Okay, Kyle Pitts just went. Offensive tackle. Yeah, see, this is the issue. Felipe, take care, Edge. If we can get Tevin Jenkins, I won't be mad. There are some tackles that we can probably get in the 2nd round. But, Tevin Jenkins just went. So, we're going to go double O-line in this round. We're going to take Landon Dickerson first because center is about to run out. There's only 2 centers in this entire class I even like. So, I'm going to go ahead and take him now. Well, like as an immediate starter, that is. And we're going to take Dylan Raduns. So we still got our center and tackle, but it's not Rashawn Slater. Rashawn Slater is so much better. But it's still fine. I wouldn't be mad at this draft. So we took care of our big needs. So we got our receiver. We got our edge player. We got our tackle and our center. So those are the big needs. What else do we have? James Hudson is interesting. Walker Little is kind of interesting. If we want to push Austin Jackson off a bridge, but I'm not quite ready to do that yet. Double dipping at receivers sounds fun. Possibly. Where did Eskridge go? Wow, top of the 3rd. Tylan Wallace is an interesting... Ooh, Javonte Williams is still there. Yep. Sprinting to the podium. Don't even have to think about it. I am sprinting. And to get my fat ass to sprint, that's pretty damn impressive. This is a pretty decent little draft, though. I think this one and the first one I'd be really happy with. The second one, I wouldn't be pissed. I like it better than last year's draft. Andre Sisco going before Tyree Gillespie is insane to me. I like Tyree Gillespie way more than Sisco. Way more. So we got our receiver, we got our running back. At this point, we can kind of just do best available. We're looking like it's safety. No. No, not interested. Safety really drops off a cliff too. I think Gillespie is probably the last guy I would actually be interested in. Ellerson Smith and Shaka Toney are interesting ideas. Well, not Shaka Toney, but Ellerson Smith. Janaris Robinson. Kane Doe. I actually like Joshua Kane Doe. I actually like him better than Janaris Robinson. You know, I know that Robinson's the one being talked about more. Marvin Wilson's still there. That's a pretty hard thing to pass up. Yeah. I'm sprinting to go get Marvin Wilson in the 5th round. Ellerson Smith would have been my next pick. Because I think he's another guy who can play 1 tech and a little bit of 3 tech, and he's violent as hell. I think if you pair that with the D lineman we have, that's just crazy. And to have him locked up for 4 years, forget it. I'd be sprinting to the podium. 7th round, again, just kind of take best available. Probably look toward offense, but not really tied to that. Any halfway decent receivers, I'm probably going to go that route. Okay. Running back? Nope. Receiver, Des Fitzpatrick. Not hesitating. I would really love to have Des Fitzpatrick on day 3. I would really love to have him. The Dolphins do need a punter at some point, but I'm not trying to draft one. Alright, let's see what we got. Felipe Franks is an interesting idea. Tyler Vaughns is a thing. Getting yet another receiver. Not trying to go tight end. Although Matt Bushman wouldn't be a terrible choice here. Or actually Tony from Virginia. Slayton is there, but we just took Marvin Wilson, so I'm not really interested there. Corner, no. Safety. Wait. Wrong thing. Need to go to this. Linebacker. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay, I was tripping. Of course, we got all the punters available. We can just sign one. No offensive lineman, obviously. Mekhi Sargent's a guy who can probably play a couple different positions. Peyton Ramsey's is an interesting one, too. We'll take Teron Jackson out of Coastal Carolina. Okay. So Jalen Waddle, Kwity Paye, Landon Dickerson, Dylan Radunes, Javonte Williams, Marvin Wilson, Des Fitzpatrick, and Taron Jackson. That's not a bad haul. That's pretty damn good. But I think that's probably going to do it for this video. I'm hungry as hell. So yeah. I do like the trades we made. Like I said, I do think that we did kind of get worse, at least for 2021, as far as our draft picks go. That's pretty inarguable. I mean, we just moved 3 spots back, and then we moved back a whole round. So, and our other picks didn't change. So we did get a little bit worse for this year, but we do have some room next year to potentially make some moves or whatever. So overall, I do think it is a positive. I think it is a positive for the most part. So yeah, I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on it. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.